Hello. Today we're going to talk about how do we write equations of lines given various pieces of information. So let's go ahead and just start with the easiest. What if we were given the slope and the y-intercept? So they give us m and they give us b. Alright, so they give us m and they give us b. We're going to use the form of the equation y equals mx plus b. Well, if m is 3, that's going to go in there for m. And my y-intercept, that's my b term, and so it's going to go into there. So I just write y equals 3x. Now instead of plus, because this is negative, I'm going to put a minus 10. And you can't ask for anything simpler than that. If they give you m and they give you the y-intercept, then they have given you the equation. So again, that was given the slope and the y-intercept. Almost as easy is that they give you slope and a point. The reason that is because they want this in point-slope form. Now, point-slope form is very simply y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And so that would be point-slope form. Okay, and that is point-slope form. So if we do this, then y minus, well, my y value over here is negative 12. So y minus a negative 12 equals m. Well, m was negative 2.4, parentheses. I write out the letter x minus, and x1 would be 14. Now this is all fine and dandy. I do have this double negative, so I want to fix that. Y plus 12 equals negative 2.4 times x minus 14. And this is point-slope form. Now if you want to get this back into slope-intercept form, it's just a matter of distributing and then getting rid of this term over here, which I will show you on our next example. But this was using point-slope form if you're given the slope and a point. Again, it's just plug and play. Now, given 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, okay, if I am given 2 points, then I first off need to figure out what my m value is. So to get m, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So we do 9 minus a negative 6 over 8 minus a negative 12. Okay, and so 9 minus a negative 6 is really 9 plus 6, which would be 15. 8 minus negative 12 is really 8 plus 12, which would be 20, which simplifies to 3/4. So this is what my m is. Now I want to use my point-slope form again, which, just a reminder, was y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So I have y, now minus a negative 6 would really be plus 6, equals my m, which was 3/4, times x minus, well, x1, that would be negative 12, which minus negative is really plus 12. But here they want it in slope-intercept form. So that means that I need to go ahead and do some distributing. Y plus 6 equals 3/4 x plus, well, 3/4 of 12 is 9. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to subtract 6 from both sides, and y equals 3/4 x plus 3. So here I've taken point-slope form, and I've just converted it into slope-intercept form, which is the form that we generally like to use. Now, lastly, what is our equation given a graph? Now, you can always turn your graph into 2 points. You can always find your slope from your graph by using rise over run and then choosing a point. But ideally, we want to use this top one, which is given an m and a b, what's my slope? So if I can find my slope and I can find a y-intercept, then I have my graph. So let's go ahead and look at this example over here. Okay, so I've got a point right here. Alright, and that would be my y-intercept, which would be at 1. And I've got a point right here, and if I do my slope, I'm rising 2, and I'm running 3. So my slope is just 2/3. And so now, y equals 2/3 x plus 1. Again, make sure that you're double checking your slope to see if it's positive or negative. This one had a positive slope, but this one over here has a negative slope. And so you want to make sure that you are looking for that when you do this. But this was just a quick overview of many of the ways that we can write an equation given different pieces of information.
Have a good day.